What it means to be an activist: a person who uses or supports strong actions such as a public protest in support of an opposition to one side of a controversial issue. Women around the world over the centuries have been speaking out about their rights. What is different of today? For the last hundreds of years, the voices have been raising up. For the last hundreds of years, we have been seeing how more and more often groups and single women are standing up to express their feelings and thoughts. Tendencies where women was supposed to stay at home and take care of the house and children, most of the time without being able to study a career. This documentary tells the story of 36 women around the world. 36 stories of women that somehow have been breaking barriers, where men have been ruled or have them oppressed. Some of these women are well known all over the world. Some still waiting for recognition that they deserve. No matter what country or century they are from, these women are passionate, purposeful, and totally powerful in the face of doubt and danger. They defined tradition. They broke rules and kept going. They spoke up, they sang, they wrote, and they fought for justice and social norms and public opinion. Climate change, for recognition of power and leadership of girls and young women. Because together, each of them can make a difference, and together, they can make a change. We heard about these women throughout our history. They were icons for civil rights, and they fought against segregation. Alicia Garza, Patrisse Cullors, and Opal Tometi started Black Lives Matter to campaign against violence toward black people. Today, this movement has been growing tremendously, calling attention worldwide. We have women that have been breaking barriers on other fields where men were mainly hired. Back then, woman was not supposed to be interested in study, but Amelia Earhart got her hands dirty with oil and mechanical tools to cross the Atlantic Ocean on her own plane, as well as 6 women that were hired to program a computer but didn't receive credit for their abilities. Not long time ago, NASA had their first all-woman spacewalk, when before women was not able to be at this kind of programs. In politics across the world, women have been making a big change. More often we see women politicians on high-level positions. Angela Merkel is one of them, known as the most powerful woman in the world. The European Union has been shaking with the big changes that this powerful woman has made. More often we encounter young women activists speaking up. There she was, Greta Thunberg, at the United Nations, creating awareness to most mandatories from around the world. Coco Chanel broke the barriers of fashion. Black color were for funerals, but she designed Little Black Dress that became a sensation in the US. Also, she broke the rule: suits for men, dresses for women, and designed suit styles for women, and often talked about equal rights for men and women. Model, actress, women in fashion-related jobs often get harassed. Cameron Russell uses her social media to campaign against sexual harassment, social justice, and environment. Saudi Arabian women weren't allowed to travel without a male's permission. They protested and fought for a change to happen, and they are now eligible to travel. This is an example of many changes of the last year. Refugee herself from Syria, Muzone, wanted to raise awareness for refugees, especially for girls to have an education. Malala, she fought against Taliban's ideas, and she is a survivor of a headshot that was ordered for her assassination for being against these Talibans. Bana, with her tweets, called the attention of the world. Now she keeps raising awareness for refugees. Sexual orientation around the world and countries like Uganda have extreme laws against gays. They can even kill them. Kasha has been extreme activist of her country. Music has been a great tool for women to raise awareness of different topics. Lady Gaga has been fighting against bullies, sexuality, and sexual harassment on the industry. She pushed women to empower their voices. On many cultures, we encounter girls that are being forced to get married at a very early age. When they are just little girls, they also get their genitals mutilated at a very young age. These women here have been victims themselves, and they decide to fight against and help little girls.
Time to time, not only social, political, or economical, but also in athletics and sports. Women have united together to break barriers and to be successful.
Women activists breaking ideological barriers. This was just a brief example of women around the world speaking up and giving a fight for their beliefs and for their rights, showing the world that one time oppressed gender has become stronger and powerful, opening the way to new generations not to be afraid to break the barrier.